the creek now, Clubfoot Creek, which that's actually a pretty good stretch in itself. I see now looking at a map. And at the end of Clubfoot Creek, or thereabouts, will be the Arlo Canal, which will be really narrow. It's amazing what some M&Ms and a Gatorade will do. Feeling all right. To be honest, my main fear right now is the left knee's feeling funny. It's starting to swell up a little. We don't need that. Or rather, we do need that. I need both knees fully functional. Fun fact about rowing, I mean, if you're using a sliding seat, it's more legs than anything else. You know, you think it'd be arms, which is certainly part of it, but okay, that's a big part of it. But it's a lot of legs with the sliding seat. I used to row with Ben Hur, you know, fixed seat rowing. There's a headwind, but not a bad one, and with the waves gone, noticeably easier. And a little nautical trivia. Here's a cool one. You go watch Titanic, James Cameron's Titanic, and there's that scene where they're about to hit the iceberg. Perhaps you've heard of it. Anyway, the officer on the bridge, Mr. Murdoch, I think, so he wants the boat to go to the left or port, steer to the port, to go around that side of the iceberg. Anyway, he tells the helmsman hard a starboard. Okay? It gets weirder. When he says hard as starboard, the helmsman turns the ship's wheel, the big steering wheel, right? The helm, to the left, to port. I think they do the opposite in a few minutes after that. He says, Mr. Murdoch says hard to port, and the helmsman turns the steering wheel to the right, which would be starboard. Anyway, it seems backwards. You know, like, you watch it and you think, wow, how did they overlook so glaring of a mistake? But I don't think it's a mistake, for a very weird reason. The reason it seems backward to us is because in 1912, apparently the British ships were, well, American too, were still on what's called tiller commands, which is like a holdover from the old ship days. Nautical people being typically, you know, traditional, doing things the old-fashioned way. That's why I'm in a rowboat in the year 2026, I guess. But with a tiller, you know, a boat with a tiller, what you would, you know, on the outboard motor, what you would call a stick steer, everything is the opposite. If you push the tiller to the starboard side of the boat, the rudder will actually go the opposite way because it's on a fulcrum, right? So if you push the tiller over to the starboard side of the boat's going to steer to port, and vice versa. So that's how they used to command the steersman. Anyway, the terminology, even though ships started using wheels, like, you know, round wheels to steer, they didn't change the terminology. They kept the old tiller terminology for like a long time after the fact. Wish I had someone to steer this boat. Wouldn't have to keep looking over my shoulder. How about you, Captain Peleg? He doesn't say much. Alright, so my GoPro battery died last night. Took some pictures of the campsite. It was neat. slept great. It's 7 a.m. or so, I guess. And I'm well on my way across this bay or river to try and hit the checkpoint at Beaufort. Rode 43.7 miles yesterday in roughly 14 hours. That's almost half the race, so I was really happy about that. But I had to sleep. I couldn't have kept going, and I'm terribly sore this morning. You know what they're doing? Filling up with gas. Alright, I just went under the bridge to Harker's Island. That's Harker's Island there. GPS says it's 17 miles to a little town, 17 or 18 miles to a little town called Atlantic. And it's kind of a straight shot from here to the finish, really, if I wanted to keep going. We'll just have to... Atlantic is my target, and we'll see how we feel at that point. Way off in the distance is a lighthouse. I think it's a lighthouse. I think it's the Cape Lookout Lighthouse, and I am happy to report it is downwind today. That's going to make a huge difference. That's going to make all the difference. The wind and waves have picked up, but they're the perfect direction. I think this is the most fun I've ever had in a rowboat, surfing this way. Setting on the second day. That right there is the last cove. If I can just make it all the way into that cove, then we did it. I don't know why I used the word cove earlier. Cove, it's like a whole nother bay. It is a whole bay. Waving girls waiting for me at the finish. My waving girls on Cedar Island, North Carolina. Yeah! Ahoy! Hey everybody! Yeah!
Yes!
Got it in
Yes!
my
Woo!
You don't want to step out there. It's mud. You want me to pull you up?
Yeah, if you can.
If you want to, I mean, the boat ramp is there, but we can pull your boat out here. It's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, we'll do it here. Absolutely. Ahoy!
Yeah!
Let's do another lap. Go again.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, good job.
Thank you, Chief.
Class winner.
Yeah!